It's been a minute. I got your original review right here. 3 years ago, it was an amazing review. Big old paragraph, and it's incredible. Then we did the live, and that was good. Like I was telling you in the DM, the live had some type of audio issues, so that just gave me the idea. Like, well, shoot, it's been like 2, 3 years. Let's just get back on and see how you have been. Are you still good? Like, how has life been since finding us? So let's catch up.
I'm still good. I'm being honest. I'm still good. Still no more anxiety. I do still drink the tea from time to time. From today, I haven't drunk, and it's in like, I did. Guys ship my order out today. I placed another order, but I've been getting the sea moss from y'all like every month. But I have not drunk the tea in like a little over a month. So I did place the order, so I got some coming, but not because I got anxiety, just for just maintenance. Like I still drink it every now and then for maintenance.
Right.
So I haven't had no anxiety. I'm still good. I don't.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Love it.
Now, so I'm still doing good.
Wow. All right, let's take it back to the beginning for everyone that don't know your story. Like, let's just give like here it says back in April, I was having heart palpitations, fast heart rate, etc. Went got every test you can think of, blood work, heart, CT scans on the head. So let's take us back there, kind of, and like how all that went real quick, and just run us through the whole story again of how you found us a little bit.
Okay, so in 2020, I was having some heart palpitation, and they were like very scary. I didn't really I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just, I don't know. I never had experienced them then. So it was just real scary. So one day I'm on my way home from work, and all of a sudden I get this like big thump in my chest. And then my heart started beating real fast. And then I started panicking. This was like my first run-in with anxiety. I started panicking. For what I know now, I was having a panic attack, but I was panicking. I could not breathe. Chest was tingling. My arm was tingling. And I'd be so embarrassed to tell people this, but I had called 911 on my way home from work. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm having a heart attack. Like, do I need to pull over? Do I need to go to the hospital? Like, what I need to do? So that was just like, no, just if you're able to, just keep driving. They were trying to figure out where I was and stuff. And then she was just asking me what symptoms I was having. And as I was just talking to her, I just started to calm down a little bit. So my heart rate started to slow down. I was still having some tingling in my chest. And, I was telling her, well, I think I might be able to make it home. We were on the phone for probably about 5 minutes until I started to come down. I was like, I think I'll be able to make it home now. If I'm still feeling, how I'm feeling, I'll just go to the ER. So I end up just making it home to my mom, and I was telling her what happened. And she was like, well, it sounds like you had some anxiety attack, like an anxiety attack.
So she already knew about it.
Mm-hmm. She already knew about it, but I didn't believe her. And I was like, no, what is that? So I started looking up the symptoms and stuff. And I was like, well, yeah, but I still feel like something was wrong with my heart though. And she was just like, okay, well, you can make an appointment with your doctor, and and they can run some tests and stuff. So I did make an appointment with my doctor, and she didn't run any tests right then. She was just like, well, yeah, it sounds like you was experiencing some anxiety. I was like, oh goodness, no, I don't think it's that. And so I left. Then it happened again. Anxiety attack happened again. I was out of town, not out of town then, but the second time it happened, I was with my friends. We had went to the McWayne Center just to kind of get out the house. And then it happened there. And I burst out into, like, as I was going up the stairs, we was going to look at something else. And then I just felt like a big rush. My heart starts like skipping beats or whatever. And then I ran downstairs because I felt like I had to get close to the exit door. Like if something happened, somebody had to come find me. So I'm caught on the phone calling my doctor. They're trying to page her. So she was like, Jamette, I just need you to calm down. I think you're having one of those attacks again. And I'm just like, okay, okay. So I calmed down a little bit, but I made another appointment and she told me the same thing. And she prescribed me some Lexapro. I didn't take it at that point because I'm like, no, I don't think this diagnosis is right. I don't, this not right. So I scheduled a cardiologist. And I told him what I was experiencing. So he had me come in and get a heart monitor. And I wore a heart monitor for like 30 days. And after the 30 days happened, well, no, I skipped a piece. So during those 30 days, I did go to the ER like 2 times for anxiety attack. But I still, so when I was at the doctor, they just, did an EKG and stuff like that and took some blood work. Everything was coming back fine. So that happened like twice during those 30 days I was wearing a heart monitor. So after 30 days, I went back to the cardiologist so he could read my results and stuff like that. And he said, well, it looks like you're having something called PVCs or something like that. That's just when your heartbeat just kind of like, he said it was making an extra beat. So I'm like, okay. He was like, well, sometimes it's normal, and women have them all the time and stuff like that. But he was like, we can do further testing just to rule everything out, just to rule out some electrical problem or anything. Mm-hmm. So from there, we did a stress test and we did an echocardiogram on my heart. And all the results came back normal, nothing. So I'm like, what is going on? So it's something going on with my heart. Y'all just not figuring it out.
Right.
Everything was normal. And at that point, I didn't have no argument because I was on the phone with the lady who was giving me my results. And I was like, well, what do I do from here? Like, I still feel wrong. What do I do? She's like, well, I don't know what else you want us to do at this point. She was like, it is one more procedure, but your insurance have to approve it or something. That's where they like stick something through your blood and it travels to your heart or something like that. Mm. So during that time, that's when I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm just trying the Lexapro. And the Lexapro made me sick. When I started I took it for like 2 days and I was just throwing up and stuff. So I stopped taking it. And then I told my doctor about it. So she then prescribed Prozac and I started taking that. Took that for like a couple days and it just made me super dizzy. Like I literally had to sit on the ground. I couldn't walk. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what to do. At that point, it felt like, I'm gonna be honest, I was just feeling like whatever happens at this point. If I die, then that's just that. Because I just feel like it's no escaping this. So I was just laying in the bed and I was just scrolling Facebook. And I just seen you were standing somewhere. It looked like you had a lot of trees or something. You was just talking about you was saying everything that was going on. Like you was like, you went to the doctor and nothing was ever found, nothing was wrong and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, what is she talking about? Let me look at this.
You talking about when she was like in the park running around, like doing exercises?
Yep. She's talking about, because I don't know if this is a scam or something, because I know. So I was like, okay, let me look at this. And so I was like, okay, let me look at the website. And I was looking at a couple of the reviews. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. But when it came, I was scared to try it. So I sat for like a couple weeks before I took it. And of course, during that time, I was still going to the emergency room. It got to a point where I was just going to the emergency room probably like twice a week. And my primary doctor told me, she was like, Jamette, they're gonna admit you if you go back. Mm. So after she told me that, I'm like, okay, whatever. So then it got to a point where if I would have an anxiety attack, I would just go sit in the parking lot at the hospital. Just happen, I would just be somewhere where I can get like some quick help. or something. So every time I would have an attack, I would just go to the hospital and just sit in the parking lot for like hours and just until the symptoms went away. And so then I finally like, okay, I just need to take this tea. You know, I don't have nothing else. If something happens, I mean, it's just worth a try. I just need to drink it. So I was just researching the herbs on the internet and stuff before I took it, just looking everything up. So the first night I took it, I didn't feel nothing. I took it at night. And then like the next day I took it twice a day. I'm like, okay, nothing happened. I think I'm good. It's not gonna kill me. I'm okay. So in about, I want to say 3 weeks, I started to feel a little bit better. I started to notice some changes. I started to notice like I wasn't having panic attacks that much. Like, you know, I didn't feel as bad as I felt. So then about, I would say about a month and a half, I started to feel a lot more better. I said, okay, I'm keep drinking it. I'm feeling better. I think it's working. And my mom, you know, was like, I think this is working. And I'm gonna keep drinking it. And I also skipped the part. Where I was like, I had really, really high blood pressure during that time too, when I was dealing with anxiety. Like it was one night, my blood pressure was like, it was like 140 over 100. Like my doctor did also put me on some blood pressure pills. I think it was called spironolactone, something like that. And I took it like twice. But I was scared to take it, so I only took it like twice. But I started to check my blood pressure. And I think that's something I still do from time to time, not as much, but I still kind of check my blood pressure from time to time. But I haven't had any issues with it since I started drinking the tea. So my blood pressure was down, nothing, heart palpitation stopped. That was after about a month and a half. Then I kept drinking it. So after about 3 months, I started to feel completely normal, like panic attacks, no anxiety, high blood pressure, no feeling like my head is about to explode, like nothing. And I also had like a few weird symptoms from anxiety. I had joined this anxiety support group, and they used to talk about like weird symptoms they used to have. Like I used to have like pain in my jaw right here, pain like in my ear, and hearing like ringing in my ear. And apparently those were like some symptoms of anxiety nobody talks about a lot, but I didn't experience that. It was like after 3 months, it's like I never had anxiety. So I get to the part where I went back to the doctor for a follow-up, and um she was just like, well, you haven't been to the hospital in a minute. Like, this is a drastic change. I was expecting you to have been to the ER, or, you know, and they probably would have admitted you by now to like a middle hospital or something. But she was like, you hadn't been to the hospital. What you've been doing? Have you been taking the medicine? I said, no, remember I told you I stopped taking the Lexapro and the Prozac because I'm really, really dizzy. And she was like, well, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm drinking this herbal tea from this company. And she was like, well, do you have the tea with you? I was like, no, I don't have it with me, but I have a list of the herbs that's in it. You want to look at it? She was like, yeah, let me see it. So I let her see it or whatever. And she's like, okay, well, it must be working because you have not been to the hospital. She was like, it must be working. She was like, can you give me the name of the company? And I pulled y'all up on my phone and let her write the name down. And she was like, okay, well, I want you to come back in like 6 months and we'll have another follow-up or whatever. And then, you know, see how you're doing from there. And she was like, your blood pressure is amazing. Are you still taking the blood pressure pills? I said, no, I only took those for 2 days. Pressure looks really good. Your pulse is good. Everything is good. And she was like, I just want to do some labs, just some routine labs or whatever. I said, okay. And then I left. And then when I seen her again, she's like, well, you still hadn't been to the ER. So I know it's definitely working.
Right.
like, can I start recommending this to other patients? I was like, yeah, you get it. And she was like, yeah, because this. She was like, I'm all for. She was like, I'm not against medicine. I'm all, and I'm. She said, I'm not against like herbs and stuff like that because she was like, I'm all for herbs too. Sometimes I like to do things the natural way as well. But she was like, I never heard of like people taking herbs for anxiety. So she was like, I want to prescribe this to other patients that's dealing with it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I still see her. I still go to her to this day. I seen her about 3 months ago and she asked me about y'all. She every time, like literally every time I go, she asks, well, are you still taking the tea? Are you still, well, I'm recommending it to people. I've recommended it to a couple of people. And I tell her, I said, no, I'm taking it, but I'm just taking it. I take it rarely now. I take it probably maybe like once a month or so. Okay, well, I'm still shocked that, like you did a whole 360. You was going to the ER every week, several times a week, paging me. But that's what she say every time I see her. The last time I saw her, that's what she said. She said she recommended to a couple of people. But she didn't say how they were doing or anything, but she did say she recommended it to a couple of people that was dealing with the same thing I was dealing with.
Wow.
So now I just herbs. I mean, I just drink because when I was looking up the different herbs, I was seeing that they was very beneficial for other things too. Like, so I still drink it for that reason. But as far as
That's
I moved on apartment since then, and then I then graduated school and stuff. So
wow.
during that time when I was dealing with that, I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think none of that. I could not see myself living by myself. I would get scared when my mom would go to work because I was at home. I knew I was gonna be at home by myself, and I'm like, what if something happened to me at work?
So
Like
now
I was
you're living on your own now?
Yeah, it was literally so crazy. I was asking her to like call off of work. When I think about back then, I just laugh because I was literally asking her to stay home from work, or I'm gonna go to my friend's house until you get off of work because I was just so scared to be at home by myself. I was scared to drive, scared to do anything. But now it's much different. Doing everything by myself, living by myself. So all thanks to y'all. I gotta give it to you. I
Yeah.
did it is to be possible. Because it's like I'm deep off in anxiety. I did not see a way out of it. So I'm glad that, I stuck with it, stuck with the team. Like I said, after about 3 months, I was, literally feeling like myself. So it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. So I would tell people that because I mean, I still see the reviews and stuff y'all be posting. And they sound like they, did a 360 like me. So, so it was worth the wait.
I'm glad you said that because, during the holiday season,
It's a wait.
they,
And
they
now
wait.
another thing I wanted to mention, I know y'all, talked a lot about changing your diet and stuff. And I didn't do that. I didn't do that, but I still encourage people to change their diet because I mean that's just to be healthier as well. But everybody's body's different. But me, I didn't change my diet and it still worked. Just 360, and I didn't change. Only thing I did differently was take the tea.
Wow, that's amazing.
Amazing.
Changed my diet though because I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to be healthier, so I eventually changed my diet. But during that time, I was just drinking the tea by itself.
Yeah.
You said when you got the tea, you sat on it for 2 or 3 weeks, and I just got a message earlier from someone that's been waiting for the tea because of Black Friday sale, and they're like, "Where's my tea? Where's my tea?" And they say they got the tea today, but now they're scared to drink it. So what would you say to her?
Please drink it. Like I know it's scary because like I did the same thing. I was so scared to take it. I would open it up, look at it, smell it, research the herb, but just take it. Just take that leap of faith because your story can unfold like mine, literally. They're natural. They're great for the body. You know, I was terrified to take it. My mom would literally, you want me to fix this tea for you? Like she was asking me to take it because you know my anxiety was affecting her, and she honestly, she didn't say it, but I know she was getting tired of it. You know, it was just taking a toll on her. You know, every time I would just hop in the car and go to the emergency room, she would be scared. You know, so just please take it. Honestly, like it. If anything, it couldn't hurt. You know, I'm fine, and I just kept reading y'all reviews. I kept reading reviews. I'm like, okay, so these people, you know, they've taken the tea and they're having good things to say about it. So let me just try it. Let me just go and try it. And I was so scared. The first night I took it, I'm gonna say my anxiety was a little bad that night because I was like, something happening, you know, every little sensation I would feel, I would be like, oh goodness, what's happening? But no, it was just in my head, like. And then, you know, after that next day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep drinking it. Nothing happened. I'm fine. I'm gonna keep drinking the tea. So just take it. If I could just literally tell everybody that's doing the same thing, just take it. Just take your leap of faith and take it because I want other people to have my story too, because I know they can. Like I said, I didn't do nothing but drink the tea. That was it. So I know it can happen for
You said that you was drinking this for like what, 3 years now?
I've been drinking the tea for 3 years now.
So you've been with us in the beginning days, you know, and we didn't have as many reviews back then as we do now. And you still, you know, took a leap of faith.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
And I did recommend one of my friends. I know she reached out to you guys a little while ago about she was having some sleeping problems. I did reach out to, I mean, she told me she reached out to y'all and she ordered the Serenity tea.
Yeah, I do remember getting a message about that. So I mean, we really appreciate you
We
just
do.
spreading the word. It is awesome. You know?
But that's another like gem right there, like
Yeah.
the Serenity tea.
And I remember it was a lot of people reaching out to me from that live. Like it was into, they were saying they were dealing with the same thing. And so it was good to know a lot of people, you know, was dealing with the same thing. That was good. And it was one girl that was here. I can't think of her name, but we still follow each other on Instagram. She's one of our mutual followers. But she was telling me that she was scared to drink the tea too. And I remember she started drinking it, and she was like, "Girl, my anxiety is so bad. I think it's the tea." After she drank it, I was like, "No, that's how it was when I like, cause you're on edge. You're just you don't want anything. You're scared of the tea, so it seems like your anxiety is bad now, but it's just because you're in your head about the tea because you know you drunk it." But then she was drinking it too, just like I did. So she was.
It's so important to have the people that take a little bit because like we have a lot of reviews where people were like the first sip my entire life changed.
Yeah.
And when we started getting those reviews, it was like, what? Are these fake reviews? Like, are somebody trying to play with us? Because it took her 3 weeks to even feel anything.
Yeah.
So and then like people would like a lot of people, they'll be like, man, I just got my tea, I just drank it and I feel nothing. It don't work, you know. So I appreciate the stories of you that took a little while, you know, and you kept on going. You had faith in the herbs and you didn't just quit. You know?
Yeah, you said it took you about 3 months to really notice the change. So some people try to give up in like 5 days, 1 day, 2, you know, just because of the people that like get in the, you know, results like within like what, the first cup, the first day, you know, they just got lucky because you know, most people don't.
I just looked at it like this because I mean that's what they tell you that with medication too. Oh, it's gonna take a while to get in your system. It's gonna take a while for you to know. So I mean, if I'm taking something natural, so of course I gotta give it time to, you know, do its thing, and you know, and that's what it did. You just gotta trust the process. You gotta trust it, be consistent with it. Like I said, I was taking it for twice a day, every day. I really wanted to get better. So if you really want to get better, feel a difference. Yeah, I just feel like that's with anything. You got to trust the process. So that's what I did. And where I am now. No anxiety.
Say it loud and
No
proud.
anxiety.
No anxiety. Like in my head, when I first started this, I just felt like, oh well, this is just gonna help a little bit. Maybe I need to get in some therapy too. But I went to therapy for a couple weeks, and it did help me to just talk out my problems. But I didn't feel like that's what really helped me. Like I stopped going out. Therapy's good, but what I feel like really helped me was the tea. Like, cause I mean, I feel like I had things going on inside my body that only the tea could fix. You get what I'm saying? So, I just all I did was tea
Wow.
process and where I'm at. But I got off track. But like I was saying, I just thought that I was only gonna feel good. Well, not really good, but I just like, oh, this is just gonna be like a Band-Aid. I mean, I like um now I'm just so grateful. Like it was literally like I said, I don't even drink the tea like the money. Like I haven't had it now. I don't even remember the last time. I know it's been a long time, a little over a month. So
That's
yeah,
I was about to ask you that because that's another common question we get is like, do we have to drink the tea forever? As in, we're trying to like hook people in forever. That's not our thing. It's like one of our marketing angles is like we're losing customers, because they get better and then they stop having to order so much tea, then they
yeah.
barely ever order from us anymore. Now we got to find new people to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a
I,
beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing for sure.
there. Y'all are not just getting people hooked to something. Now I feel like that's with medication. I feel like with medication, you really got to probably take that for I don't know, but I hear people say they've been on medication for like years and years and stuff.
Yeah, we hear it 20 years medication. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm trying to pinpoint how long did I drink the tea. Let's see. I'm gonna say I drank it consistently for about a year and a half, if I could estimate. I'm gonna say I drank it consistently for about a year and a
Wow.
That dedication is what's needed. Like if everyone did that, I feel like if everyone had that dedication, everyone will find their healing with it. It's just that people have different timing, when their stuff starts to work. So like people get discouraged when they see these reviews of people feeling results in the first day and then they don't feel results fast enough. But these herbs are doing work to your body, no matter if you feel it right then or not.
And like you said, like you didn't even do a diet change. So, someone might do a diet change and they can get results way quicker. So everybody is different.
Everybody's body is different. That's what everybody needs to understand. Everybody's body is different. So, the timelines that it affects you are different. So, like I said, I probably could, like you just said, I probably could have had results quicker if I did the diet change and listen to the course and all of that. So, but I look it out.
Yeah, with me, I went completely alkaline. So I went drastic. And it's crazy you can get results not even changing your diet. So tea is just crazy.
Where would Jamette be today if you never found us?
Whew. You know, I would probably still be, honestly, not trying to be funny, but I don't know if my doctor was just telling me that to scare me from just going to the hospital, from not going to the hospital, but from what she said, from what she feels like, I would probably be in a mental institute somewhere. It's where I definitely wouldn't be where I am now, because I know, like I said back then, I never, during that point of my life, I was so down and just, I don't think I know that I wouldn't be where I am now. I know, because like I said, I couldn't drive nowhere. I couldn't go nowhere. Like I was dependent on my mom, like to bring me food. If she's not at the house at a certain time, like, okay, what you doing when you coming home? It was like I was a little kid again. Cause I like I said, I was scared to drive. and I forgot to mention this. I couldn't even work either. Like I had to quit my job then. I quit. Well, I think I quit because, I was calling out for work and they were telling me, well, you got this many call offs. And it's like every time I would go to work, I would have a panic attack. And I would end up going to it's a hospital over there by my job, St. Vincent's. I would end up getting off of work and going to the hospital over there. So it was just I can't do this. Like I can't. So I'ma just I just had to leave. It's like, oh no, you can just take a leave of absence and stuff. I just end up quitting. But yeah, I couldn't even work because work end up leaving work because I'm having a panic attack and think I'm dying. So I went to the hospital. But yeah, I couldn't even work.
That's crazy.
On my mom, literally. So, she stuck that whole process out with me too, thankfully. So, just grateful for y'all, her too, because it
Yeah, we definitely got to show love to the people that was there for us during that time because they was going through it too.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you getting up here, Jamette, and taking out your time again to get up here. It's going to help a lot of people. We're going to be doing these with everyone that agrees to do it. So we really appreciate you taking that time.
And for you to say that a lot of people was like reaching out to you during that time, this is why this is important.
Right.
Because they still think the reviews is fake. Like they like, is this a scam all the time?
And that's the anxiety, and I need them to know that. I didn't think the reviews was fake. I just thought, well, it was too good to be true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. At this point, I have nothing else to lose. Let me try this. And my story turned out like theirs. So I'm just another piece of the puzzle that is not fake. Everything is real. And everything that I'm saying is real because I don't know what other people believe in, but I know what I believe in. And, for me to have lie or something, no. And especially nothing about this because my life back then was, I'm not gonna lie, like it got to a point where I wanted to die because now I would never hurt myself, but it's just like I wanted to die because I just didn't know, I didn't know what was going on in my body. I didn't have a life no more. Didn't go to work, quit my job because, couldn't work. So, it was just nothing going on for me. I'm just there waiting on my mom to come home so I can stop being scared of being at home by myself. So it was just a lot. So it's really like my life had went downhill. So, this is not fake at all because it's no way I would be in this position I am right now. There's no way. I know it. There's no way. I couldn't even hold down a job.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need this for the people.
Yes.
We do. We need to help as many people as we can. And we got to go the extra step sometimes for them to believe because anxiety will have you thinking all kind of crazy stuff. So.
Didn't have a relationship because, I that was the furthest thing from my mind because of what I was going. Like I said, it was like I was a kid. I didn't do nothing. So.
Again, we appreciate you.
We definitely do.
Really do. We got you live in Alabama?
Birmingham, Alabama, yep.
Okay, you're super close. Like soon we're gonna be doing some type of live event. So tell me you're gonna come to Atlanta to our live event and inspire our people that get there.
Get up there and speak my butt off.
We love it.
I come to Atlanta pretty often. I'm actually going to Atlanta on the 18th. I'm coming to get my hair done. So I come to pretty often. So I will come like I will speak my butt off. Because it's people that need to experience it.
We definitely need that for sure.
There's a lot of people that's going through it. So the same thing. I know it's a lot of people that's dealing with the same stuff. Just even with the anxiety support group that I am in. Well, I'm not in the group no more. I got out, but I was dropping y'all.
She like, I don't need that group no more.
They was like, try this tea. And I stopped doing it because people were thinking I was a scammer. Like, oh, she's just here to promote. That's what they were saying. She's just here to promote this company, scam, you know. But I was telling people, tried it. So please try it. But yeah, I will speak my butt off at any event that y'all will have if I'm able in Atlanta. So I definitely can come to Atlanta. I come there often.
That's beautiful. We love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hit us up when you come out here. You know, if you remember, we might be able to link up real quick before you go out there, get something to eat real quick.
Okay, yeah. I'm coming on the 18th, so I'll hit y'all up.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming out, you know, on this late Friday night.
Thank y'all so much. I mean, I feel like this is a small token of what I could do, because what y'all done for me, you know, this is the least I can do. So
we appreciate you,
Thank
Jamette.
you.
All right, y'all.
Good night.
You too. Bye.